Double smoke, making sure they leave no gap for 100 Thieves to try and exploit, but that is a long-range shot from Jacob. Now he's going to start feeling more pressure. These Ts have moved forward. They've crossed over towards the actual ramp, and they're starting to bring it back. One kill out from Nexa. Still, the USPs have prevailed as JKS falls off his boost, and we sit 4v3. Bomb planted. Nexa and Amanek with a killer crossfire, but it's that cat play that almost got the job done.
Any of his teammates, he's been playing extraordinarily well.
Slightly missed smoke there. That one's supposed to bounce out just a little bit more, but it actually got caught on the border of the archway. So they'll have to wait that one out. Clearly G2 looking to just split this B site at the 30-second mark, but a dig from JKS and a follow-up kill makes things complicated. Doesn't put G2 out of the round.
But look at this, the bomb's actually going all the way back to mid. Somebody's at top, man, that's Jacob, and he can't get the kill. Kenny, what a trade. Yep. From the lower, second man out, had to react.
But here comes Azza. He's got that scout and a dodge shot. Here's a second chance, and he's not going to land that one either. So now it's the creep and crawl, and it all falls onto just the bomb carrier. He doesn't realize Amanek's moved over, so the plant goes down. Oh, what? Liaz comes in from behind and just robbed away the round.
That's it. No plant goes down. Next is left
to
alone.
rocket back to the A site, despite there being a chance at being caught in mid, despite the chance at Azza locking down the car. So he came back to bite them, but here they go. Barking back at the A site early. They overwhelmed the long player. It's a weapons disadvantage for G2, and they play close to these CTs. Gratisfaction scout shot, good for the trade.
Good
locks down Catwalk. All four members of G2 still on long.
It's a great kill. You know, like they lose that information, but getting the kill is so much more important. Long control alone can win the round. A lot to do here for Gratisfaction.
Again, 100 Thieves not going to force the issue, not going to flash themselves into an extended peek. They're just going to look to lock down the line. And it's 2 kills back and forth. Leaves Liaz to clutch. 41 health. Ooh, and he almost sprays down into mid. Azza at bat with a scout. We saw JKS do heavy damage from this, and ooh, he gets the first one. Follow-up damage. Jax, 2 MAC-10 kills. Liaz, he's got everything to do, but luckily there's still a little bit of smoke to play, so he's caused a distraction. But Kenny S locks down middle. He too gets damaged, and it leaves Gratisfaction 1v3. Another one of these rounds that has such crucial moments that look like...
We've got the NOA boost at mid. Doesn't work for anything. Gives Hunter a lot of money. One of the only players here with an SMG this round. Would like to kill as many pistols as possible. He'll go ahead and get 3, I believe.
For 100 Thieves.
Low grenades here for the CTs. I'm talking no incendiaries, which can make the difference here if we're trying to bleed down the clock.
He's going to be ready for a pop flash. But it looks like Azza holds off for the moment. Smoke first. Now he's going to turn. Good thing he did, seeing as Hunter had tried to puncture through it. 5v4, this is a good place for 100 Thieves to be.
One of the win conditions here with low grenades, you got to get the kills, get them early, ease up on those rotations. As our left side of mid, they've got a pretty standard setup. Everybody's kind of jiggling between 2 angles because G2 have done a great job of applying pressure at all these different choke points, so they're on their toes.
They've gotten back what they wanted in the first place. Eyes up here on Catwalk. They've convinced 100 Thieves to fall back off of it just a bit, but here comes Azur. Reeling in from CT spawn. He's going to hear that. Yeah. Jax just jumped downwards, and it's 100 Thieves to win the duel. So 5 versus 3. Finally a bit of a response back for G2, but it's going to be the B site pinch, and Liaz sees it coming. He peeks out, he extends, and there they go. Corralled through mid.
We do a quick nade count. Look at the CTs are working with a single Molotov and a single flash on JKS.
So it'll be guns out.
That means G2 are doing a great job of baiting the utility out in their favor. They've got tons of nades to work with, lots of damage grenades as well.
Starting to cheat players over towards this A site though. Jacob, sweet angle off of blue box. Can't manage a second frag, but he does do huge amounts of damage. Here's Hunter playing off of the gap in the smoke. Also lit down by these defenders that are just going to hunker on ramp side by side. Gratisfaction not able to get those headshots, so it gives Nexa a chance to bring it back, and he gets 2 kills as Hunter adds 1 to the tally and pushes Justin Savage.
I can't believe these trades right now. Justin, 1v2.
He's getting back around ramp. He needs clean kills, and he takes down Kenny. Follows up onto Hunter.
Wow.
3 frags from him as he comes back up of spawn.
I feel great about this for 100 Thieves because
100 Thieves seem to know exactly what they should be doing, but here we have it, a little clash down long A. The numbers game from G2 is what's going to enable them to bully these bodies back. CT's having to retreat as quickly as they can, and they look to posture up, but that is helpful. An op pick from Gratisfaction down mid.
Yeah, you can see he's trying to enter the battle as late as possible, and Gratisfaction catches them in the middle of their default. Long control is great, and it's been good for them, but with numbers up for 100 Thieves, you think their odds are also. Now, we're going to see how the response will come through. It looks like 100 Thieves are already making a move.
Yep.
They know they've got the mid player down. This is a lot of pressure off of Liaz when he's pushing through the tunnels. Overstack to A, you just wonder, are G2's days numbered?
Another moment of proactive play. If it's not long door flanks to top mid, it's tunnel pushes from Liaz. So there's no way 100 Thieves are going to be caught by surprise with this. It's just the walk up from G2. And I love that nobody's giving Kenny S an angle to work with. If anything, 100 Thieves may be content to let them get their plant. We'll have to see. Smokes fade, fire, hits the feet of the ramp. That's gonna do tons of damage versus Nexa, so no surprise he loses the duel. And somebody's gonna have to cross, but here comes Liaz on that flank, pushing Jax's attention into 2 separate directions. He knows it's in the tunnels. And there it is, Azza picking up a kill over the shoulder. He was the bottom of the totem pole.
He was the bottom of the totem pole, yeah.
See?
But now he's on the top and everybody on the scrotum.
Yep. Here's Nexa, creeping and crawling up mid, looking to join his team. Consistently working the tunnels to box jump. We haven't had anybody from 100 Thieves really trying to screw with them at the bottom of middle. If anything, it's been this cat aggression that's been a problem. So the pistols begin to line up, and they'll at least take 2 kills. Kenny S. He saw an op, and he was going to do anything he had to get his hands on it.
You know how it is with Kenny. He doesn't have to see you to kill you.
Blasts him through the wall, but now M4 bullets starting to go over the shoulder. He knows he's pinned, and offered over. It's only going to be Kenny S wielding the big cannon, but ooh, nice dink, great damage, but neither frag. That's a robbery.
Yeah, would you take that? You know,
I'd be pissed.
Hunter's super low.
Yeah.
Jack's taking a lot of damage. That's not so bad. I feel like it's very close.
Yeah, and the thing is that every time we've seen 100 Thieves players do this, get that amount of damage early, somebody else will pick it up. We praise the individuals all across the board here for the Aussies, but
this is something they probably won't expect. A double cat setup to follow that cat push. It might be just what they need. Also, 2 players are low that are coming at them.
Exactly. I mean, if you just isolate this moment, huge advantage for 100 Thieves. Look at the flashbang, misses the mark slightly. They look away from it, dodge bullets, and now there's another player tagged down to such minimal health. A stiff breeze blows through those 3. Nexa and Hunter. That's all that's left, and not for long. Again, aggression out of Azza. But what comes next?
And when that much information is gained, it's just a relay to Azza to be like, okay, well, you can take some liberty here at mid because we know that we've got a bunch of cat presence. It's really loud on cat right now. You'd probably be able to walk through the doors, no problem. Next up, 1-on-3 situation. Can't write him off, obviously. Bomb is here on the railing. We'll try to jump up and get it. 2 players watching it like hawks, and actually a really good smoke to deny them from jumping up.
He's just gonna jump and reach. No. Tries his damnedest. You know
2 players B. They don't have to worry about the window now.
Yep, they're
actually a good call by him.
Entirely on tunnels. He's gonna get this audio cue. Tries to play a bit of spam damage. Ooh, JKS caught jumping. That's awkward. Liaz is gonna have a chance, but he calls for that rotate. Azza so hot on his heels as he runs into the site and deals with what could have been a problem.
I think Liaz plays that quite nicely. You know, he stays alive. He actually doesn't do a ton of damage, but if he dies too quickly, all the attention's on the door. Azza can't even work.
Fully.
So, yeah, good on Azza, first of all, for committing to crossing the mid doors, getting in that smoke, helping his teammates out on focusing on tunnels, and then also making his way up to the door right away as well.
Right, more and not getting too hung up on the fact that he could have found Kenny S in mid. There was a chance for him to doorway. A Molotov hits the ground. I mean, right from the gate, G2 have been waiting at the starting line, but it's false start after false start, as they've never been given a chance to move out until now, the 50-second mark. Jacob's gonna come back over, and Azer's still tucked in. So if he can serve as a distraction, My God, this could be a mess, but he's turned. Good flashbang coming out of the CT side. Ooh, Amanek, he's gonna get himself another kill, but a sliver of a shot from Gratisfaction's all he needed. Man advantage still up for G2. They've got a very real chance at taking the A site as they catch Liaz sleeping from CT spawn. And JKS, he's been at B on his own, the lonely.
And so you think they're definitely going to do it, but there's just something about the way that G2 are taking long. They're so potent at it. They're really good.
Liaz, he's going to feel the pressure here with that utility. He does really good damage onto Hunter, in fact. And this has created a little bit of space for them to play out mid. Azur's not expecting them to be there so early. It's true, we haven't seen G2 go through those doors that fast, but the door swings both ways. Jacob is starting to lurk out from long, quickly executes Nexa, but Kenny's there to plug the hole and take it back 4v3.
You see that? He tried to pre-fire Kenny and spawn. There was no one there at all. He was trying to pre-fire the op with his M4, and Kenny had already pushed through suicide. Now it's going to be JKS to try to catch someone jumping up, but it doesn't seem like Hunter's going to make that mistake. He's sitting patiently, as a Hunter should, trained on this angle, and his two teammates probably have their attention on long. If I'm G2, I'm thinking, let's just trick these fools and go long again, right? It's working so well for us.
Could be round in the bag. Again, there's still a chance for G2 to finish this half with a lead, if it's only one. But ooh, gonna dodge some shots. And come back
he sticks around
seconds.
the audacity.
Damn, there goes Amanek, but Jax, he's picked up a crisp headshot. You have to wonder, JKS giving them a bit of an opening, but here they go, corral towards the A site. They may just commit, and that's gonna play right into the hand of Liaz. He could give chase to this. Look at them try and dodge. 20 seconds. He knows he can cut them off. Dodges the flash.
The jump.
Oh, and he's gotten the bomb down. 18 seconds remain. Kenny, he has everything to do now. He's desperate to get to that bomb site, and he will be given the chance to. Just slightly.
You know, Kenny, he might try to end this round early. Yeah, he's going up through the window.
He just has to
Bomb's
hide.
not planted just yet. Liaz just wants to stay alive, and Kenny will commit. Bomb goes down in time. He's got the op.
All he needs, that one shot. Kenny, he goes high.
You know, Liaz making the jump in mid to the box. If he doesn't do that when it is an easy jump fundamentally, but to do it, like, to make sure that he lands that means the difference between him getting close to winning that round in the 1v1 and not. If he doesn't land it in the smoke, and that's all just to say that having good movement doesn't mean hitting technically difficult jumps. It's just being able to get to point A to point B with the least amount of friction possible, being incredibly efficient at all times. That's what defines good movement in this game.
That's such a frag.
I don't know, very aggressive positioning, but I'm still liking G2's odds at this moment.
As that smoke fades, Gratisfaction's going to be in a tough spot. Timing could be his. Denied. He does get the info. There's a lot of bodies starting to pile up on this catwalk, and they're going to go off of this. G2 able to find themselves, a double entry, but nicely done. JKS, he's gunning for a third. The flank is hot from Azur, and he goes off with a flash. He's denied by Amanek, who started this kill count. Here comes Liaz up from CT spawn. An ambitious jump. 25 seconds, and Nexa doesn't have to rush the plant. Liaz knows this.
Second chance of the 1v1. Nexa's making this a long round. He's going to go for the plant now. It's actually a fake to get some more information, but Liaz is one step ahead.
He's just going to play the post plant. He is going to play the retake, and that's now the bomb down. Double flash along with that smoke for the T. Liaz is just honing in for the headshot. It's really going to come down to who makes the move. You've got to be on point, and Nexa's in a position where he is so committed, but he tries to get ambitious and gets shut down.
How does he do that?
100 Thieves going to take away the 8th round of the half. They will finish this first one in the lead. They'll allow for the possibility of a wrap back to B to sink into the minds of G2. Here comes a follow-up, 2 more smokes, and Jacob gets Kenny S. He was doing the same thing as he did on the one smoke, but this time he dies. Nexa off of the flash, he comes upwards and can only take down one player. So, 100 Thieves should be able to get themselves into this bomb site. And G2, they're going to take this time to clear the flank. Make sure there's nobody coming up mid. Make sure they can focus fully on the bomb site, on moving forward. But in a 4 versus 2, it's going to get tough. An attempt at the flick from these pistols, and it's not going well as Liaz looks down from above, swoops in, and drops Hunter. Only Amanek left, and there are way too many T's. You must always believe in the force buy. But here we have it, 100 Thieves. They have shifted the odds back into their favor. There was a time where G2 had it on their side of the scale, but here we have it. Amanek above, looking to drop 2 bodies, but Jacob bests him cleanly. And because of that, B site has been taken, and G2 Esports, more likely than not, they're going to try to move the little that they have into the next round. Would have been a save regardless, so everybody's going to try to walk away a winner.
I'd love to see what their D2 looks like on T side, to see what some of their strategies are going to be coming up. Every reason in the world for a G2 to hang back, not take too many fights, use all these guns for next round, not invest one more time, and hope that they run into the stack. It's definitely the prevalent way to play the eco rounds, and for good reason. You win, you can have a high chance of winning if they come to you, and a good chance on the next round if they don't. Enter has a good opportunity in the trade. JKS wants a fight, and JKS will lose a fight. The Mac 10 can't be recovered, but what's a Mac 10 to a CZ anyway?
Oy.
Ooh, okay.
Quick little head pop. See you later, Gratisfaction. But at the end of the day, 100 Thieves happy. They've got those 2 AK-47s.
Left side fence with the USP and Liaz with vision, with his mind's eye, dedicated to stopping. Oh, so close to getting a kill. Can actually ice him out completely.
Yeah, when the USP is just not enough. Had backs turned. I feel like the unfortunate move with that as well is, like, if this is a full-blown gun round, he just smothers out 3 of these Ts. Whereas now, from here on out, they're going to check that. Jumped his gun. Bomb planted at the B site yet again. G2 have to scurry away.
Yeah, this one's a little crummier because, you know, you want to get your kills here. So we can say we can give a lot of points here to 100 Thieves. They've done great on their anti-eco so far. Very minimal losses. They've had very little resistance on the sites they've picked. They got the bomb down on all 3 rounds, and they forced G2 into saving because that's what they're incentivized to do. From spawn, though, long distance with the Deagle. Kenny S looks to be a menace, and he can get at least a kill.
Could work a bit more. That bomb's about to pop.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Amanex looking to get that skewered shot through more than just one, but he drops Liaz first and foremost. He's gonna get pinned into the corner, and Amanek here on mid, looking for a second. Ooh, over top of the scope goes JKS. He is just dodging bullets and firing back with headshots so crisp. The B site crumbles, and it looked like they had that from the start.
You obviously can't drop that trade. You'd think they'd still win, so it's not that terrible, but yeah, that's really rough.
Damn, that's some hardcore parkour.
Yeah, just over the rainbow. The retake isn't even on. This is what's the risky part, obviously. Is like, no matter what happens, Counter-Strike, you could have the perfect strategy. You know, you could have the perfect breakfast with exercise and come into the match all prepared, and you could still get hit in a way that makes no sense, right? You could like have a great setup, 3B there waiting for the exec to come. That the actual extra op in the site as well to stop the attack and still lose the round, and it's just so expensive. You can kind of guarantee with the correct strategy and everything else.
Flank from G2 thinks it's gonna find
it pulls them that way.
the back of 100 Thieves, so it is all on Amanek. Once this moves forward, you've got to assume that G2 is going to start second-guessing this. They have spotted nothing at the 30-second mark. Now they're going to see that one op towards pit, but is it too late? Because Amanek's going to have to get 3 kills with a single mag of ump and only 1 for him. Very quickly, though, Jax is going to try to sprint back up towards door, and there's no smoke. Still, Liaz able to cross, and JKS has to give cover. Oh man, boiling down to just the 10 seconds.
He got hurt. Oh, that could give away wow, it could be an insanely important kill. JKS will turn his attention to the tunnels, reload, and someone will be on his back. That's Hunter.
Done. Liaz back in from the corner of the site, removed. And G2 get the retake rolling. Realize it or not, they are facing the same situation. Amanek completely cut off from any reinforcements because 100 Thieves waste no time to go into this mid-split. So if you thought Amanek was screwed last round, well, this time he is gone empty-handed. And already bomb planted with nobody else nearby.
Don't even try it, right? The off in the B sites, you're behind the smoke, you're not even in a position to help out. Look at this and contrast it to the way that Azur played mid and how helpful he was to the B players so often when it's tough. I mean, I'm not even discrediting how G2 played this. It's really difficult, but Azur was always in a good place to help out. And there was lots of situations where 100 Thieves were played 1B as well. Too much pressure to do too much from K-Sharp without any of that mid-presence. Amanek was really hung out to dry there, for sure.
Very much so.
A good call though from 100 Thieves to identify that that was the right place to go.
Perfect chance to do it, right? Lickety split.
And the thing is about these buys that on T side, if you don't have a lot of money,
Where are
he
you?
is opping, yeah.
We'll find out. He's already going to have his 2 targets pass. Again, 100 Thieves fast in their initial sprint down mid. But their smokes will fade. And at any given moment, Kenny S could snap like that. See you later, JKS. And
fast.
they're going to get 1 man down into the CT spawn. 2 players down into CT spawn. We're getting weird. They're going to start running up ramp. Nexo regains vision just in the nick of time. And Hunter, he's playing with
Oh,
smoke.
that's tough.
That is luck.
Oh, he's going to put that out.
Oh, finally. He's given a second chance at back. Gratisfaction plucks him from the sky. And how many more die? Jax gets back into cover. Minute on the clock, easy plant for Gratisfaction. He wants that money.
That kill, that 1v2, we're in business. Here, a lot more difficult. If Gratisfaction finds a way to win this, it's G2 who messed up badly. He's up on his perch on the single box. Not many other places he can be. Nate comes out, does a good bit of damage, op shots in. Can he make this happen? Misses.
Got messy. But
And terribly for 100.
woo, that's a bit of a warning shot. Ooh, good job by Hunter to peek back into that scout. You know, he's not down with the bullying of his little brother. Amanek still stands on 30 health, but he is in the depths of that B bomb site.
Precarious here for 100 Thieves. Good for G2 to be in this long setup this late on, even though they've gotten a kill in the tunnels, because it looks like 100 Thieves are thinking about going towards this, probably assuming that G2 have pulled some presence. But the opposite is true. They're moving in.
Not going to get both. G2, you can look at the health that they've given away in order to get opening kills. They'll be happy with it, but they can't slip. Oh, they're going to keep this one rolling. Jax goes back in for more. And unfortunately for JKS, that was going to be his escort. Now he is tasked with making his way up mid. Hunter spotted by the boxes. And finally something going the way of the Aussies. But it's stripped back just as fast. And we have JKS 1v4.
Individual duels won here in long that dictate the round completely. And of course, Hunter also has to get his dink off before he dies, even though he gets caught off pushing through that mid smoke. But really great info plays here from G2. A nice round overall. And they had it from the jump. They kept their A setup, and they knew that 100 Thieves going to run into them. They did the damage in long nice and early to make it a 5v4. And it leaves JKS now to have to save 13 HP. He's going to run.
Ooh, Hunter, ambitious. Sprints into the lower tunnel. He is met by that one single AK, so suddenly we've got a second weapon in the hands of 100 Thieves.
Yeah, no armor, though.
That's not going to help.
Yeah. Makes things a little harder.
Ooh. Wow. Hell of a shot. Down goes JKS. Although, if there is a silver lining, it's that they've used that to make their way to the opposite side. And that's going to draw the attention of Kenny as the third mate comes to join them. And now, the entirety of what's left of 100 Thieves is upcat. They still have that AK. They've managed to lose their MP9. All 3 players on 100 health, and just Nexa.
This AK's got to literally beat Jason Bourne, though, because he's got an AK with no armor. He's coming. Could potentially see someone on the ramp. I don't know if Priya's trying to help him out. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
But no kill is had. He's in the perfect spot to try to bait the shot, but not take the kill. Bomb could potentially get planted. That's something. Insignia go too high and far.
Yep, and there's that flash behind Nexa. It's going to allow for him to clean up. Time will tell if it has a heavy impact in what is the last 6 rounds of map 1. Here's Jax with a crisp headshot versus Jacob, but bodies for 100 Thieves piling here on the blue box. There goes the third before finally they're able to respond, and Gratisfaction knows he can peek into this, but the AK's ready from Jax, and he's now toppled. JKS 1v4.
Got to write him off. He's going to pick up the bomb, but yeah, barely anything to work with. Last spot, I mean, the long control just falls on his face. As we can see, by the mini-map. We've got the two deaths from the CTs for 4 trades. I like that's beautiful from G2. They are working on levels right now.
Counter-Strike match where all it takes is a slip-up versus a buy like this, and 100 Thieves can forget about their struggles in the gun rounds. So do not get caught sleeping. Already lots of players working their way up cat, so I mean, you know, numbers game. If it's just about the trade frags, then this could get them in a 3v3 post plant, maybe a couple guns, but we can't ignore that early utility damage. Look at this. Kenny plucking one off early.
Solid response. They want to move out as fast as possible. Obviously, not a lot of utility to work with here.
They're going to attempt. And Kenny still has cover. It's not like he's hyper extended over towards the deeper boxes. Nope. He's on Goose.
With the perfect amount of nades used here, just like a, yeah, just
stalling him.
Exactly.
Still, Thieves able to stutter out from catwalk. They're going to start closing that distance, and Kenny's got himself a shot. Ooh, all too easy by the looks
Thinking
of
about the round in a new way, has moved off. Double push off of long, like what Jacob did, but now reinforced. They're at the top of mid. Oh my god. And 100 Thieves have no idea.
The thing is, they've missed it though. And there's this lower player looking at nothing.
Is he looking? No, he's not even prepared for this at all. Oh my god. I think he's. Oh no.
Oh, it could be a tech perhaps?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Let's come back to that. What's important is that this catwalk push has just been obliterated.
Potentially win, but you know, it's 13-14. G2 could easily step into match point right now. Not many ecos have been won. Only early on in this match. It seems like the rust is shaken off for both teams. They're looking a lot more clean on their anti-ecos. So it's going to be a tough ask for 100 Thieves to pull this back. Look at the firepower meter. It's basically 10% of the length of G2's. We know size isn't everything, but in this situation, it matters a lot.
Yep. Still a world where 100 Thieves can use what they've been given. We've got that utility being thrown out on mid. A little bit of tick damage, so as his presence will be called, you can see Hunter getting a bit uncomfortable with the idea of players near, but Amanek, he's only going to get a few chances, and he misses the first 2, creeps back, gets the third, and even manages to hang on. It is a... Go, deep molly. It's going to flush out Goose. They're not going to find anything for it. Kenny comes back in. Instantaneous frag versus Lee S. There's the second for Kenny S. And now it's a 3 versus 5 with map 1 on the line. They've gotten themselves the post plant at the very least. G2's map pick going well, but JKS is ready. Looking to seek revenge from the mishaps of a previous round.
Imagine he wins this.
Flash goes over. He's got Azza also looking into the wall. They're dodging these flashbangs. These CTs need to avoid lining up, and they'll do exactly that. All 3 kills have been taken, and G2 Esports pick up map